Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another in a series of the hip replacement surgery recovery. And today's kind of a special day. Today is the 31st of March, the last day of March. It's a Monday, and it's exactly 2 weeks back at 10 a.m. Barb and I were in my truck on my way to the surgery center, and by about 2:30, I was in the operating room, and I was home that night at about 6:30. Pretty amazing the way medical advancements have happened. And what I was thinking about was, if you've been watching this video series, you've been watching me overdo it a couple of times, and things happen like you swelling in the legs, swelling around the incision site, fatigue, all kinds of things happen when you overdo it. So what I didn't talk about is, how are you supposed to know when it's overdoing it? That's a really good question, because the other thing that I say repeatedly, and that other people will say that have experience with this, is everyone is different, right? So no one can write a prescription for you for the exact amount of activity for you that's going to be too little, just right, or too much. So how have I been doing that? Well, I've been using steps. I have an Apple Watch and an Apple phone. And don't panic, because you can get a pedometer very inexpensively on Amazon, and it'll tell you the number of steps that you've taken. You just need to wear it. Not a big deal. So I'm going to show you here this chart that's through yesterday and partially today, but partially today doesn't matter. We don't know what we're going to do today, but it shows both my activity before and after the surgery with some little peaks and valleys. And that's what I do. If I have a day, at the end of the day, I have a symptom, I may be a little sore, I might have a little extra trouble sleeping, I look at what I did the day before, and I make sure I monitor my steps the next day to do something a little less than that. And I might do that for a couple of days, and if I'm okay, I may increase it a little bit. Go out, like the other day, I went out with Cheryl, we went out to the store, and to do laundry, and I had the biggest day I've ever had in terms of steps. And there was a little bit of payback, but not much, which tells me over time I'm getting stronger and stronger, and I can do more and more. And that prevents me from doing too little. So what is it like right now? Well, I'm sitting outside. I feel on the top of my thigh here, let me just point that down. On the top of my thigh heel, I feel soreness right in here. The incision's up here, and I can feel that that sort of fluid buildup is still there, but it's smaller than it was, so it's not going to be a big problem. That doesn't hurt, but right in here is, I'm feeling right now a little bit of soreness, especially when I push it. It's a little sore, and when I'm not doing anything and I'm sitting like this, I would say we're talking 1 out of 10 pain. With plenty of scheduled Tylenol on board. When I'm walking, it's actually, after the first couple of steps, there's no pain. I'm still using the cane. And the cane is not only for stability, it's for resisting putting your full weight on the affected leg until it's ready for it. So we'll talk to the doctor we're going to see the surgeon on Thursday. Today's Monday. On Thursday, we have that appointment, and that's going to be the last appointment with him. And we'll ask him, hey, when do you think it's a good idea, or how should I transition off the cane? And we'll follow whatever direction that he gives me. I will follow whatever direction he gives me. What else? I've been slowly picking up things under 10 pounds and packing them away. And my friend Frank's going to come over Friday afternoon and hitch up do all the heavy lifting and hitch everything up. Take the big stakes out of the ground that are holding my solar panels out there and pack those solar panels into the back of my truck. And we should be good to go. I'll leave it hitched up overnight Friday. I've got a couple of sessions early Saturday morning, and then we're going to take off sometime mid-morning. I'd say 10 or 11 o'clock. We're going to take off and head west on Interstate 10. Pretty exciting. We've got a full tank of gas here. I've got my let's see this thing right here. Come on over here. Come on closer. You can do it. I love this thing. My Ryobi air pump. This will make sure that my tires are, because I haven't moved it since November, we got to make sure the air pressure is in the right range. And Cheryl can do the same with this device too. There's a big battery on there, and it also runs my impact driver. So if I need to change my tire on my own on the trailer or the truck, I can do that. This trip, I won't be doing that. This trip, if it happens, AAA, hello. Or my insurance company has, I've got either, I think I still have AAA, but I definitely have the Progressive Insurance. They'll come out and help me out. So what else? There's just 3 of us left here, myself, Cheryl, and Lisa, and I'm gazing over there at Lisa's place, and she's doing a lot of walking back and forth. To me, it looks like packing. It looks like me when I'm slowly getting stuff ready, because kind of the last thing you want to do is wait until the day you plan on leaving and have to pack everything up. It's absolutely exhausting. And one of the things that you don't want to be when you get on the road is exhausted. You want to be the opposite of that. You want to be energized. So it's really best to slowly pack up your stuff. Should be a car coming behind me here. I hear someone. There's a car. A little car coming behind me. What else? Got everything, you know I'm going to New Mexico. Don't know exactly. I'm going to land somewhere for a few weeks because I really can't go up to my place the place I have at Eagle Nest until June because of the altitude and the weather. So we'll get to around the 8th or so of 7th or 8th. I'll land somewhere, let you know where I am. And I'll be there through the end of April and the end of May, so about 6 weeks. And we'll be doing videos from there. And as I said, I'm going to do these recovery videos less and less. I mean, after 2 weeks here, I think I skipped one day, but I mostly did every day. But after today, I'm only going to do probably once a week. Or if something happens with the hip, I'll jump in there with a video. But I'll do once a week, and then after that, I'll check in maybe once a month until I'm feeling completely over it. So people that want to go in and figure out what this experience is, I'll have a whole playlist with a bunch of hip replacement recovery videos. So hopefully that'll be helpful to all kinds of people down the road. That would make me really happy. Can you see Dottie? Probably not, huh? There's Dottie. There she is. She's on her favorite outdoor. This is the indoor bed sitting on top of the outboard bed. They're both going to be thrown away before we leave because this one, though Dottie still loves it, it's old, it's crappy, she deserves a new one, and the one that keeps her up off the ground, the canvas is sun beat and it's starting to split and tear, so we're going to replace all that when we get to New Mexico. Somewhere we'll find a Walmart or something, and Dottie will get all new bedding, right, Dottie? I ran out of my honey that I've been using for my coffee for a couple of months now. And when I was at, Cheryl and I were in town, we went to lunch at I want to say Moon Mountain Cafe, but that's not it. But I can't think of it right now. It's off Moon Mountain Avenue. Quail Mountain Cafe. At the register, someone that does local honey was selling the local honey, and they had one little container left for $25. It seemed a little pricey to me, but it was still in the honeycomb in a square. So I bought that, and that's been pretty good the past couple of days. When I travel, I try to buy local honey. And I'll tell you, when I tell you why, you'll probably say, well, why, Rob? Why did you buy the quartzite video when you're about to leave the quartzite honey when you're about there? It keeps forever. So when I get to New Mexico, well, it might even be, it's not that big. It might even be gone by the time I get to Eagle Nest. But when I get to Eagle Nest, I will definitely buy local honey. And is that just to support local businesses? No, it's because for any kind of allergies, all the things that are in that area are contained in that honey, and they help with allergies for the local area. So it's a really good thing to do when you're a nomad, is find out where you can get local honey and get local honey. I like finding local eggs too. With the people that, sell their eggs by the side of the road or at fairs and such. That's a lot of fun. Let's see, what else? I'm looking around. I had the hummingbird feeder out all winter. Didn't see a single hummingbird, but that'll change. And I'm pretty sure that'll change in Eagle Nest, because they're always good for a lot of hummingbirds. Guys, I can't think of a single other thing. So how much time? It's about 12 minutes. That's not bad. So I'm going to say goodbye to you here. You'll have this. You'll have my positive news video, which I have not found yet. But the very next thing after I press that button to turn off this recording, I'm going to look for a news item, and I'm going to record that. Take care.